Welcome back. Going to the second half here. Dropped frames. Streamers, your stats page is getting an update. At least that's what Twitch says.
Before we go on,
what's up?
I'm sorry to ask, but I was really enjoying that song that was playing right before you came back.
No Taker is the band, and Infinite is the song.
No Taker. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I really dug that.
Yeah, I like the bass line in it. The Mass Effect beginning, though, I'm just not a fan of.
Oh, I didn't listen to the beginning. I only heard the
It
last
sounds
half.
like Mass Effect music to me. I don't know why, but the bass line's pretty good.
Okay.
So this is the new stat page, I guess. I haven't read through this, but it seems like there's an hour streamed thing. That's kind of cool. That's a cool way to show that. Work harder, streamers, is what Twitch is saying. You're not streaming enough. Thanks, Twitch.
If the line is purple, that means you're not streaming hard enough.
Yeah, I think that's what it means. You got to get back to work.
That's what it means.
A new heat map will show your hours streamed over the last month, letting you check in your consistency at a glance. That's interesting. What else? Oh, how can we improve this page for you? That's kind of cool. They added a feedback button. I wonder if, yeah, that's actually good.
Oh, that alone is awesome.
Yeah, the fact that there's feedback button is great.
Hell yeah.
Is this live? Like, I guess I'll look at my stats. I'm not going to show them.
I want to see your stats, JP.
Yeah, I know. So you can do recent stream, last 7 days, last 30 days. It shows you the amount of it shows your stream time, the length of the stream rather, as well as what day it was. That's kind of cool. You can pull that up. It looks like that's only the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 streams. You can do last 7 days, which removes that. Our stream, like they said, you can go back to view classic stats, and that's kind of it. This is actually all that's new right here. There's not really anything else in the stats page that I'm seeing that's new, aside from the feedback button.
I wonder what the thinking was in, like, let's divert resources and time into updating the stats page. I wonder if anyone was kind of like, the stat page needs an update, you know? Like, that seems... I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's kind of fun, but I'm...
Oh, I I thought you were being sarcastic because I'm pretty sure I've said that every day for the past, like, couple of years outside of Twitch, right? Like,
to update the stat page?
Well, to just get better analytics. Like,
Is this what you were thinking of?
Maybe at a glance, yeah. I mean, I think that it's funny, if you just look at what YouTube has in their analytics, that's kind of all we need on Twitch. And I don't know why they haven't just looked at that and pulled it over here. Because those are like it's less for, I mean, it is for streamers, but it's also the fact that, like, with this information, we can go to sponsors and say, like, hey, this is what the channel's about, and this is what Twitch gives us, rather than Twitch being the gatekeeper and having all that information and seeking out sponsors for streamers. I'd rather the power was kind of in the streamers' hands to rather the information, because we already have the power to go and do that, but we don't necessarily have all of the analytics given to us by Twitch. We have to get those on our own.
Is this on the Twitch blog, by the way?
Yeah,
here
it is. So that's kind of where I guess I'm at. In terms of what else I would want,
Oh, okay. It's doing.
What does max viewers time mean?
I think that means average retention.
Yeah.
4 minutes. Like, hold on. 1 minute 55 seconds.
I mean, it's for a smaller stream. This is not mine. These are not my stats.
Yes.
No. I'm asking, is it 1 minute 55 seconds or 1 hour 55 minutes?
Oh, I would guess minutes in this. What does it say for mine? Yeah, mine doesn't
says,
denote what time or minutes or hours. It just says a number. That's not good.
I'll just let you know. Yeah, I'm guessing because mine says 450. I'll just say 4 whatever. So I'm wondering if it's 4 hours 50 minutes or 4 minutes 50 seconds. I'm guessing it's hours.
Okay, now that I'm looking at this is actually pretty cool. Like, now, okay.
If that's hours, though, that means that the average viewer goes to your stream and watches for 4 hours? That seems quite high.
Where are you getting that number?
Max
The
viewers
max viewer
time?
time?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Zeke was saying his was...
Mine was 450.
4 hours and 50 minutes?
We don't know.
I don't.
Either that or 4 minutes and 50 seconds, which makes more sense.
I think it's hours and minutes. Yeah, I think it's hours and minutes, because if you look down in the graph, that's hours and minutes in the same format, and there's no format indicator change on here. So,
What does that mean? Max viewers time? Does that mean like how long I held my max viewers, or how long the maximum the viewer watched the most? Like someone was there from the beginning of the stream and watched for 4 hours and 50 minutes, and you win a prize because you stayed the longest.
I don't know what that means. I really don't. Maybe there's a Twitch staff watching that can.
That is a little bit weird. I wonder if it like takes your max time and then adds a percentage around that, like of leeway, and then it's how long. Because if mine is at 3:05, and if I look at my thing for today, it looks like there's about a 3-hour block around the top time. So maybe it's like how long you held around your max viewers, basically.
Oh no! It's the time of day. It's when I peaked.
Oh, you're right. It is.
Yeah, when I peaked, it was 4:50 p.m. my time.
Wow, we're dumb.
Oh, well,
Woo!
I mean,
dumb. Okay, that's exactly what it is.
I think that's just
had viewers exactly like it says in the 3 English words that are on there. Max viewers time
of day. It would be nice of day
if
they put that in there.
Just find how it is. We're just dumb.
Okay.
There's no reason we shouldn't have understood that. We all had it right.
No, time of day would be necessary. That's why we were confused. We're not stupid. Like all 3 of us took some time to figure that out.
That makes absolutely no sense because I wasn't live at the time that it says my max viewers was today.
Yesterday? Like what's it?
No, it's this is yesterday. I'm looking at yesterday.
Yeah, mine's for 31st. Mine's for today. Have you streamed today or yesterday? Like
no, this is the first. Well, I streamed last night, but we have more viewers on Drop Frames than I would ever have on my personal stream. So
it could be that since this is the first day, maybe the data is a little bit like it may work itself out over a day or two or something. But that's very weird. What time?
No, you can see on the graph below. See on the graph below.
Yeah.
It's. Oh wait.
It says it.
And actually, no, you're right. The time is absolutely off because it says my max viewers today was at 3:05, and I wasn't even on at 3:05.
No. Okay, they take your stream. They take your entire stream, starting at 0.00.
Oh yeah.
Going to our 4 hour 55 minute mark, and that's your stream.
Oh, that's 1 hour.
And then I had the max viewers at the end, almost at the very end of my stream, because my stream last night was almost 5 hours, 4 hours 55 minutes. And at the 4 hour and 50 mark, that's when I had the most viewers.
Okay, it's time into your stream. It's not time of the day.
That's nothing to do with time.
All right, so with all that said, I think there might be a way to present that information that doesn't have confusion around it.
I still think we're pretty dumb.
We might also be dumb.
Yeah.
But if we're dumb...
I bet Cat was there a lot earlier than us. Cat, you probably were, let's see.
Maybe.
Let's scroll up a little bit.
Just scroll up for a little bit.
They should have been yelling at us at this point.
Yeah. We might be dumb. I don't know.
Oh, not as much as I thought. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe it could use some design input here.
Yeah. Regardless, that's what it means.
I went back to a day where I had an 8-hour stream, and I had the max number of viewers at 5 hours and 20 minutes into that stream.
Yes, that's what that means. Now with us finally figuring that out, is that useful information?
Well, you can judge it by time of day. So if I started at 1 p.m. my time, that means at 6:20 p.m. my time, I had the most viewers.
That would be, but that's not what this is. Like, that doesn't does it even say when I started my stream on this?
No. I just know. I know that I started.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying let's say you didn't know what time you started yesterday. They're a court now. Hold on, let me look at this before I say this. I'm not telling you. Okay, it does not say on this stat page when I started my stream today. So, and I'm looking all over it. It does not say that. So if I were to look at yesterday's stream and I didn't know offhand when I started, then I would have that max viewer time would mean, from what I see, nothing to me.
Yeah, that's
because I wouldn't know when I started, and like the duration of the stream it doesn't matter when I hit max viewers. Well, that's I guess the real question here is what perspective is this data, like how is this supposed to help us?
That's what I'm saying.
Knowing how many viewers we have in our own time frame doesn't really mean anything. Now, if that was an actual daytime, like you hit your max viewers at 4 p.m., like that's something I could really work with, because then it's like, okay, maybe this is a time slot I need to be looking at. But
here, let me show, maybe someone from Twitch is watching, and for some reason they haven't heard of this website.
Oh, hey, check this out.
What's that?
If you go to the table,
yeah,
and you look, you can play a video of your own creation in your VOD.
Oh yeah.
So if you scroll down, I could play video at 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and you could pop a video in there, and you could have like one that you've uploaded, and you can have it say, hey, I'm guessing that's what it is. You can have it say, hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow my YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Then have like a 30-second like thing in the middle of your VOD.
Oh, okay.
I think
actually if you just press it, it plays the VOD from that time.
It does, but it says, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, I was confused how you got that. That's all it is.
Okay,
it's just showing what you were doing at your max viewers.
Oh, there. Okay, that makes sense. Now
we're just like coming up with shit.
No. Like here's the line of average intelligence. I go from here to here.
No, it's all good.
Don't worry.
It's all good.
Fucking stupid. Fucking
this happens when you try to amplify your interface, so it's so intuitive. But then people like us can't figure out shit about it.
Yeah, no,
like,
we're dumb.
Do it. What are we doing?
It's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea. If Twitch could just copy this, just hire Solely Gnome and just put that into the stats, then we'd be good. Have you guys heard about this site, solygnome.com? I'm sure. Have you seen this, Co? This is a hell of a fucking website, man.
How do you spell it?
SULLY gnome.com. It is, I found this about a month ago. It is a very, very smart analytics website. If you want to really jump into a game, a stream, anything on Twitch, it has all of the information available to you.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
League of Legends has been watched for almost 2,000 years consecutively. Like,
yeah.
Different viewers, 2,000 years of content of people watching.
Yeah. You can also see the peak number of channels is 40,000 on Twitch. This is over the past year. The average viewers is up 143,000. So for people thinking Twitch is dying, no, it's actually grown by that much. You can look at new partners. You can look at most streamed games. It's kind of crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, and they have like full detailed stats for everything. So just take this, make it prettier, and put that into our stats. That's all we want. That's my feedback. I'm just gonna put this link into the feedback button and hit submit. Sounds like it'll work. What was this other thing they announced? Vodcast. What is this?
Oh, I think that allows you to basically do a playlist in a live format. So it actually shows your channel is online. But look over it first, because I think there's a lot more to it than that.
Say hello to Vodcast, the newest feature on Twitch. With it, creators can host a live viewing event and play their past videos right along with their viewers. All the functionality of Twitch chat is visible in Vodcast, meaning you can enjoy past content, amazing match, or maybe an embarrassing play with the company of other Twitch fans.
This has basically invalidated the idea of rebroadcasting. This is Twitch-sanctioned rebroadcasting.
Yeah?
Yep. It's a great idea. This has been something that I know a lot of people have been wanting Twitch to do for a while.
Yeah. I mean, this is... I don't think...
Nope.
This is basically...
People are saying, so it's like playlists. There's a big difference here. This is live.
This is
so
live,
when using this system, you will show up in follow lists.
Basically, if you've ever watched Dan's Gaming during October, this is basically that. Without having to have all of your VODs locally. You just pull them from Twitch.
This will make Dan's life a lot easier, most likely.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a bunch of custom systems now. But if someone were to do something like that, this is basically the framework to do that in. Not only that, but I bet we'll start seeing a lot more now. Because a lot of people rebroadcast specifically to have their channel in the live categories. And now you can do that via Twitch on all your stuff. So you
Yeah.
can just have a 24-hour channel and always be on live.
The immediate negative for someone like me that I see with this is I fucking love the host feature. I personally love it. I love showcasing other people. As soon as I'm done broadcasting, I look for someone who I'm going to watch or I like watching or something like that. And then, you know, by the time I'm done streaming, like a quarter of the people are still, you know, there by the time I, you know, hit the off button. But that's still like a couple, you know, several hundred people that are going to be like maybe get 30 seconds of this other person. And I personally won't use it because I love the host system so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see like how other people use it. I just don't. The live feature, isn't that kind of a lie?
Kind of.
Yes. Sort of.
I feel like this is targeted at YouTubers.
I think it's targeted towards rebroadcasters.
Well, that too. But YouTubers will benefit a lot from this. It basically says, hey, come watch a video that I'm about to post, just like I would on YouTube, but with a live chat as you're watching it at the same time as everyone else.
Like a debut.
Like a debut, yeah. And then it will live wherever it is.
Dude. Now, see, this really opens up an interesting door. Like, I wonder if YouTubers are looking at this, and now just like Twitch streamers look at YouTube going, well, why don't I just put my stuff there? I wonder if YouTubers are looking at Twitch and they're going, hey, I just made this really big video for YouTube. Why don't I go debut it live on Twitch? And then when I'm done, I'll just put it up on YouTube.
Yep.
It's like they instantly have a live platform now to debut their recorded content. That's kind of huge.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to take notice and how quick it is.
Yeah, I'm not
And
sure.
that really gets to the point where it's kind of like any YouTuber not doing that on Twitch, you're just losing. Like you're just losing all that potential PR at that point.
Well, exactly, or
be a big
potential
move.
money. If you put that chat in sub mode, then anyone that's in the chat, I mean, business wise, that's smart for a giant YouTuber with 1 million or 2 subscribers already. If you come over to Twitch, put your channel in sub mode, and put up a new VOD, debut a VOD here on Twitch every single day.
So now YouTubers can get a Twitch guy. Just like Twitch guys get a YouTube guy.
Yeah,
And that Twitch
actually,
guy
right.
can just
You're
take
totally
all
right.
his YouTube things and put them on Twitch. You can have people that are madly successful Twitch streamers that have never streamed once.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
I wonder if they realize how big of a change the system could be if it was actually like used regularly.
I mean, if I was a YouTuber with 2 million plus or a shit ton, a large following, let's just say that, I would go and just have a Twitch channel that has 24-hour nonstop playlist from my YouTube channel playing with a live chat there, and then once a day or twice a day, debut the new video here, delete that, and then put it on my YouTube channel afterwards, and put the channel in sub mode and just watch the money come in. Like, that would be really, really good.
I will say this though, like I'm really, really hoping, and I haven't read this article, it's probably right there in front of my face, but I'm really hoping they're going to make it hugely clear to the viewers that they're watching recorded content. Like the playlist function alone causes so much confusion. Even today, if you turn on a playlist, it creates a lot of confusion. So I don't know what their plan is, but I hope it's extensive and they're really thinking about that.
I'm trying to see if it says anywhere. It says it's live right now, so you could. I don't know if it says that it's like a VOD though. Let's see. First impressions Vodcast. Oh no, it says right here. It says in the top right. It says Vodcast on the video on that blog post where it would say like live. If you're watching a stream in the top right, it says Vodcast.
Is there a way to look up
Like
podcast? Like if you just want to watch a podcast?
I don't know. I don't know if they've implemented that in the new page.
Is that like a word that just went over my head?
What?
Like podcast and podcast? Like
I think it's a term that
it's just I know it's a video podcast, but that's one of the I thought that was like a Twitch buzzword when you first said it.
I think it is. I don't think that's a already established term.
Okay.
No, a vodcast is a video podcast, a video broadcast over the internet. Vodcast or vodcast may also refer. Yeah. Technically,
it's just a podcast with video.
Technically, this is a Drop Frames is a vodcast.
Oh.
I guess.
Back in my day, we called them shows.
Yeah, I know. Right? Like, this is a show. But I guess by Twitch's vernacular, this is a or maybe not, because vodcast would mean video on demand cast.
I'm still on talkies. You got one of them talkies in there, pay a quarter, and you get to see a Flickr show?
I feel like Twitch should really start sending us these announcements, because we're the dumbest of dumb. And if we can pinpoint...
We need instructions.
If we could look at this stuff and be like, well, I don't get that list, or what is that? A vodcast? What the fuck? They need to really think about how they're presenting this.
What is a VOD? I think it's some kind of beetle. Why would you want to cast that? I don't know. They're the ones doing it.
Oh, my God. So that's live.
Is it like fishing?
Jesus Christ. I guess we'll see what happens with that. That could change things, or rather add to, I guess, is really the big thing. I'm trying to think of, like, as a Twitch streamer, I guess for me specifically, when it comes to all the shows, like to show like a role play episode 1 of something like once a week or something like that would maybe be a way to use that.
Now that's cool, dude.
Yeah.
And you could play like all the show. You could make a big event of doing all the shows right before the finale of one of them, or like a big event. Like you could do. Yeah, that's a really cool idea.
Yeah. Like what? Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So I see a vodcast on right now.
Oh yeah. How did you find it?
When you look through your followers list.
Okay.
Maybe you don't have one that's doing it, but I was looking through my followers list, and I see right before it says, blah 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 viewers on this channel. It'll say in gray vodcast.
Okay. Okay. Can you find?
Yeah, I think that's what Zeke was saying earlier. Can you sort by vodcast? Like you can sort by host and stuff like that.
I don't know.
I don't see that. Yeah, I'm sure they'll add it if it picks up. But
yeah. Oh wait, if you go to popular and then go to videos.
Wait, where's popular?
If you hit browse and then games, communities, and then popular. Popular is basically their way of saying this is the highest viewer count or highest viewed streams. Are these vodcasts or are these just VODs?
I think those are just videos.
These are just videos. Okay, so I guess that's where this will eventually live.
Stuff, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Whoa, there's like a giant bodybuilder. Who is this guy? What the fuck?
And we've lost JP.
I've lost. Yep, that's what happens. ADD people.
Dude,
on
do you
Twitch.
see that guy's abs? Whoa.
It was just this giant, ripped, like Japanese IRL stream. It was fucking
Does
crazy.
he drink sorghum?
No, wait, that's not the name. Soylent?
Soylent, not sorghum.
Yeah.
Sorghum is a thing.
Yeah,
It is a thing. I know it's a.
I don't think sorghum's is sorghum a drink? I think it's like a wheat.
Sorghum's like a wheat or something.
Yeah, sorghum's a gluten
sorghum's
replacement.
probably in Soylent, but who knows?
Yeah, I think sorghum's like a wheat replacement. Like I've had sorghum beer for people that are.
It's a flowering plant in the Posea grass family, of course.
There you go.
Of course, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Show. What?
Nothing.
Anything else in terms of games that you've been playing? You've just been playing a shit ton of PUBG, from what I can tell.
And what about me?
Oh yeah, well, no, you. We're gonna do Indie Sunday and stuff like that. Probably 2 Indie Sundays. What is going on with EverQuest?
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
I'm back on the wagon.
I mean, welcome back. I'm glad that you're playing another MMO. Because I've been sucked into MMO hell.
Yeah. But no, so here's kind of what happened. About a week ago, I heard that they were opening up this new progression server. And I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, I did that back at the end of my Witcher 100 playthrough. I got lost in EverQuest for like a 3-month period. It almost killed my streaming career. So I knew that I needed to not get involved. So I was like, I'm not going to touch this, right? I need to avoid this new server like a 10-foot pole. And that was 7 days ago. And then 5 days ago, I started playing again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needless to say, the new server's awesome. It's a progression server, so it starts in 1999, and then like every 12 weeks it adds an expansion. What's really cool though, and this is where it kind of hit me. And then when I heard this, I was kind of like, okay, well, maybe I'll give it another try. And basically what they're doing is there's like 16 plus expansions out for this game right now.
Yeah.
There's tons. They're still making them.
They're still making
However,
them,
yes, this server not only has an accelerated expansion release, but it stops at Planes of Power, which was this kind of iconic EverQuest expansion where the game really went from like open world to like raids. Like you had there were a huge amount of raids in Planes of Power. Basically, you could invade the Planes of the Gods, and you could actually like fight through and fight the gods. So there were tons and tons of raids in Planes of Power, and it turned a lot of people off. And for me, you know, if you don't stay up with the raiding schedule and you don't get the flags and unlocks you need, you get left behind. And that's what happened back when I played, right? Totally just gone. So when I learned that this server stopped at Planes of Power, there was this little part of me that was like, that's funny, because if I were to play on this server, then I could, like, you know, conquer all those things that I didn't do when I was a kid. Like I could complete all those challenges that I never actually completed when I played this 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just make a character and play around. And now I'm level 40 4 days later.
What's max level?
50.
What,
Yeah, so-
like, do you know what this, what is
Actually,
this?
39.
What are we looking at here? Is this a dungeon?
Yeah, this is Upper Guck. This is one of the more iconic dungeons in the original EverQuest. It's like a frog lock area, and I'm actually on my way to Lower Guck, which is a higher level version of that. But overall, just to like talk about the game a little bit, they're all the MMOs out these days are considered modern MMOs. They have a different set of mechanics. They play differently. This is what's called a classic
corpse.
Oh yeah,
Corpse
yeah,
run. I get it. I understand it now.
Yeah. But so what's kind of different in this one, and the way that I kind of approach this one, and I'm kind of going to go on a tangent here, but basically I'm back in EverQuest because I wanted to try it out again. I wanted to get that classic MMO feel back. This progression server opened at a really good time where I don't have a lot of other stuff to play. And then more importantly, I started pinging the community. Like, you know, hey, do you guys want to watch this? Would you guys want to test it out? You know, I may do a test stream. I didn't really plan on streaming it. But then finally, there was so much kind of positive feedback from the community and also in the game, the actual EverQuest community, that I was like, sure, I'll give it a try. So I streamed it for the first time yesterday, went extremely well. I actually streamed it again today, made like an intro to EverQuest video that kind of explains what the game is, why I like it, how to get started in it, and Zeke's asleep. No. But the short answer, like, just to get to the end of it, we now have this guild on this progression server. It's open to like all Twitch viewers. We've got 200 plus people in it, just a bunch of people helping each other out, grouping with each other, bunch of good vibes. It's become a huge amount of fun.
Yeah.
And now I'm, you know, starting to make plans. Like maybe I'm going to stream some big raids, and maybe as this expansion comes out, I'll return to it and kind of stream the content from those and do what I can. So since there's really not a huge amount of other stuff that I'm really want to play right now, it's just a good time. So
yeah,
I gotta say though, like watching you just stand around with people waiting to do whatever brings back so many memories, because that's like 30% of my WoW experience was like, all right, who are we waiting for?
Dude,
what
are they doing? They're eating dinner? Well, tell them to hurry up.
Yeah. Doing circles in Ogre
right there. That's what I do like 80 to 90% of my game. I find a group, I get to it, and then I sit on my butt for 90% of it, medding, and every so often I get up and cast a spell or two, and then I sit my ass back down.
What class are you playing here?
I am playing a Necromancer, which is a DPS caster that has a little bit of utility variance and is also a really good soloer. So that's one of the reasons I made this, was because I was like, if I end up actually getting max level, then if I play a class I can just farm on, then I can just do AFK stuff and hang out and talk to chat, and yeah, it's kind of the direction we're going with it.
Now this server is it supported by the devs? How does this?
Yes,
it is.
This sanctioned server,
Holy
supported
shit.
by the developers.
Okay.
It is run by the devs. It is supported by the devs, and it requires an active subscription to their service to use, which is the worst part of it. Unfortunately, it's not free because, I mean, they got to keep the lights on, I guess, but it's like a $15 monthly to play on it. The rest of EQ is free. So if you go play on like a normal server, that's free. But the progression servers and a couple other servers that they run are behind paywalls, unfortunately.
Man, I think that's a perfect way to handle that. The people that want to play this stuff are the people that paid in the first place. They understand that. They're okay with that. They accept that.
I know people that are 12 plus boxing on these servers.
Yeah, like it. That makes sense to me. That is a perfect business model of how to run this. I saw the Soda Poppin was tweeting that there was a WoW server that came up like 48 hours ago that is They have it actually different expansion caps. So there's one for like Burning Crusade. There's one for Ice Crown Citadel, or not ICC. Wrath of Lich King. All the different WoW expansions, right? And I think they said there's like 40,000 people playing on this unsanctioned server, which is fucking crazy. He can't. I don't think he can stream it or anything either because it's not sanctioned, right? So it's technically pirating, I guess.
That's the problem with a lot of the old UO servers that a lot of those players are running into.
Yeah, which is cool to see. What you said in terms of like inviting viewers and all that stuff is exactly what we did with Final Fantasy, and now we have a guild or a free company with 512 people on it that is always active. You can log in and do anything, and it's made that game so much fun because it's one of the issues with MMOs, I guess, when I was growing up is that like finding people was always not a hassle, but you had to do the same. You had to do the thing where it's like, let's go to the LFG channel and like spam, like looking for group to do blah, blah, blah. Now I just log in and it's like, oh, here's 300 people that are online that will probably do something. If you want, you can ask and people will probably help, which is cool. So I'm right there with you, man. I'm jumping in on the MMO train because there's really just not that much out at the moment.
Dude, like I said, I mean, it was brilliant of Daybreak, and I talked about this on stream today. It was brilliant for them to open this server when they did. Because, like, especially for MMO players, we're all waiting for the next big thing.
We have been for years.
Perfect time to like go back and re-experience what we want to. Like a lot of us call this server the Pantheon waiting room, because like the next big game out that's this style is Pantheon. Hopefully early next year, and hopefully we'll see Alpha this year. Yeah. But it's a great way to kind of scratch that itch while waiting for kind of the next big step or journey that you get into with this kind of stuff. So.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's been great, and I'm gonna start streaming it more and more in the afternoons. As long as people still like to watch this stuff. Been playing it off stream a lot. That's when you know it's a good game that you enjoy. And yeah, it's been overall surprisingly and awesomely positive.
Yeah, so that's having the same exact experience with Final Fantasy. Like I did not expect to stream that game. People were like, yeah, just stream it. Streamed it, and then turns out the community in game is just as nice out of community, and like there's I didn't realize how many Final Fantasy streamers there are on Twitch. None of it, like the game just doesn't generate. I think MMOs in general don't generate that much views on Twitch, but they're all just like the nicest people that I've seen in an MMO in a very long time. So jump in an MMO, man. They're fun if you've never played one. EQ might be a little bit old school though. There's probably
you're going to play,
there's some guides to help you.
Watch the video, yeah. Don't even consider EQ before you watch that video on my YouTube, because I try to address most of the negatives. Like, be careful. Like even from the first race you pick, you could be in for a really bad time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's
a lot, and it's fun.
I was probably right at not the end, but whenever Dark Age of Camelot is when I jumped into MMOs. That was my first big MMO. So I think that was right around the time EverQuest was probably in its like second or third expansion.
Yep. DOC was it was close to the beginning actually. DOC and EQ were pretty close.
Yeah. So that's DOC when I jumped in.
02?
I don't want to know how old I am. Don't look that up. Zeke, are you over there thinking
2001?
Are you thinking, oh God. Are you thinking MMOs are for chumps, or are you trying to fight the addiction? What are you over there thinking? What do you think? When you look at all this?
No, I just haven't seen an MMO that really
grabs your attention.
Not yet.
Makes sense.
But I kind of avoid them, just because like if I did, honestly, what's going to be the next like. And don't hate away if you like, but MMO-like game, I'm waiting for Destiny 2.
That makes sense. I think a lot of people are right there with you.
I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not
I know
an MMO.
I'm just going to be like, I won't stream it, but I know like offline I'll be like, it's getting close to the time where I usually cut my stream. I got to get back in and then get the grind on.
Dude, Destiny 2 is not technically an MMO, but it feels like one, and it scratches the itch.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel you there. Can't wait to check that out on PC.
I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I feel like when Stormblood comes out, it's going to be like I should go to sleep, but I could go do that because that's going to reset soon. And then I go to sleep. It hasn't pulled me over just yet. I haven't gone full crazy, so we're waiting for that. Zeke, you played a bunch of games that I don't typically play. So
I have.
Let's talk about them. Where should we begin?
There are several not worth mentioning.
Okay, noted.
Like I'll just like okay.
Why don't I prompt you then by the VODs that I find?
This Indie Sunday and last Indie Sunday were like night and day for like. Last one was just a bag of different colored turds.
Okay.
And this week was pretty good. There was like almost all the games were pretty goddamn good.
Can we do, since there's a lot of games, can I prompt you with a game and then you can talk about it? Okay. I want to know about In the Mouth of Madness.
Oh, you mean Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker?
That's it. Yes, the Infectious Madness of Dr.
I
Decker.
actually
played this one too. Yep.
I actually played all the way through it, and it's by some of the same people who did Contradiction, Spot the Liar.
Okay.
And
what is happening? Hello.
No, that's some of the reason why I kept playing. I felt it like, damn, like this particular person in the game.
Okay.
Her actual last name, I think, is Death with a comma, so it's DE comma or a DE apostrophe ATH. Like that's her real name. It's like Victoria Death or Death or something like that.
What
which I thought was really cool.
What language is that?
Anyway,
English.
No, getting to the game. The game itself is, I mean, it plays just like a lot like Contradiction or an FMV game where you question them and the game picks up on keywords. So you don't really have to construct your like your prompts in question style. Like, did you meet up with Decker ? You can just say meet Decker and then they'll like grab keywords or what if you choose the right keywords. Sometimes it is beneficial to construct an entire sentence because you'll come up with words that you wouldn't normally have just by making a full sentence. Sometimes they'll pick up on that, but you can just use keywords. Here's the thing that I got stuck several times because I didn't know what keywords to use next. So I would jump around and then just like you get to a point where if you get enough information out of them, they have a little dot by their name. If that dot turns from red to yellow, that means you have gotten all the key information that you need out of them. And you can move on to the next day because this thing goes day by day. And basically it's a mystery plus therapy, meaning there's two goals. One, find out who killed Dr. Decker what happened to Dr. Decker. And two, try and help these people with their problems.
Okay.
And it got, after the first stream, it got a little tedious. And I was like, all right, I'm going to take off the hint, like, because I had the difficulty pumped up where I would get no hints. I turned that all the way off and I was like, all right, whenever I get stuck, I'll just type hint. And then it'll say like, did you ask him about this? And I was like, that makes no logical sense. Makes no sense. Like you ask him about, like you type in Decker. And they're like, oh, they give you all this information. And then you get stuck and I typed in hint. And then the hint is, ask them what else they know about Dr. Decker. And I'm like, you fuckers, just tell me it all right away, you piece of shit.
That's kind of okay. So
yeah, that's a little weird.
But I will say the acting is pretty good. It's not like super campy or anything like that. Like all the people in it are actually, pretty decent actors and they say their lines really well and it's fun to watch. But I got to the end. I completed a session and there's different endings apparently, but I completed a session and it left me going, what? I'm kind of in the dark. I don't think I got the good ending or something like that because I was still left kind of confused because a lot of people in my chat, there was like, if you look at like the ending and you see the chat rolling, they're like, a lot of people are like, what? Really? That's the ending? I mean, that's okay. I still have so many questions.
Huh.
But it wasn't as good as Contradiction, not even close. Because first of all, no Inspector Jenks. Inspector Jenks was the man. He was awesome. Because you got to actually play where there was a protagonist that you were kind of role playing as. You have no like personality in this. Like there's no picture of you in the game. It's just you.
How long was it?
Let me see. I got it right here. For most people, it'd probably take like 10 hours.
Really?
I played it for 14.
Okay.
But there's a lot of.
When you say you played it for 14, do you mean like because you didn't know where to go next, or because you enjoyed like following all the dialogue?
No, there was a lot of stubborn moments where I spent lots of time just like typing in different keywords, like how about this, how about this, how about this, how about this, how about this. And there are definite moments, definitely, where you type in hint and it goes blah, and you're like, oh, fucking stupid, of course. Like, why did I or there are certain things that you type to every character, like hello, and they'll give you like a opening like, well, today this is going on, da da da, and you type Decker to like every character, and sometimes you'll forget to do that to one particular character, and you're like, fuck, what? And then you type in hint, it's like, did you ask about Decker? You're like, fucking not today, I guess I missed this guy.
Well,
but yeah, so
how much is that?
It is $9. So it's
okay.
I mean,
that's not bad at all.
I'd say if you're willing to get a little stuck and a little frustrated at times, it's worth $9. I mean, the acting, the setting, maybe if you play through it a few times, you'll get different endings and better endings, but it's worth $9, I'd say.
Okay. Talk to me about, now this was a while ago, but we didn't talk about games last week. Talk to me about Tormentum Dark Sorrow.
Let me find that again. Okay, Tormentum Dark Sorrow. Oh,
it's this bloody mess.
A lot to say. It's a good point and click game set in this really dark H.R. Geiger-ish kind of a thing. It's point and click, hidden object with like just really hellish landscape.
Yeah,
that kind of stuff.
Hey, there's a fucking lizard guy.
There's a lizard man, yeah.
It's cool.
There's not a lot to say. If you can look at it and know exactly what kind of game it is.
Okay.
And if you like it, you'll like it. If you don't like what you see right here, you're not gonna like the game. It's point and click, straightforward.
Oh, that looks
puzzle,
rad.
Not too super tough. If you like that art style, you're gonna like the game. That kind of thing.
Cool. Look at that. Everything that's popping up, I'm just like, that fucking thing looks rad.
Yeah, it's very
like the art style on this game.
I'm gonna click randomly and see where we get. Oh, we're probably getting to the end of this. That's just a boring blacksmith with veins on his hat.
Yeah, this game was $12. I think I received it in an email. I think I got a code for it in an email. And this was not. I don't think this was an Indie Sunday game.
Yeah, it was not. It was not.
It's 2 years old. This game was released in March of 2015, so it's not super new.
Okay. Now you said that not this most recent, but the last Indie Sunday was a wash. There's no good games. Do you want to cover it still?
There was. I mean, did we talk about like?
We didn't talk about any Indie Sunday last week.
Okay. So we didn't talk about.
What's this?
Oh, this game. This game was actually the only shining light in the entire thing, in the entire Indie Sunday. This is called Bendy and the Ink Machine. Now, Bendy and the Ink Machine, they're a huge turnoff immediately. This game is episodic.
Okay.
So be aware. However, you can play the first episode for free. It's absolutely free. Go to Steam right now. Bendy and the Ink Machine. BENDY and the Ink Machine. And you can play the first hour for free. You can download and play it. Second one is $6, and I'm guessing like every episode, every chapter is going to be like $6. Price point, not great. $6, hour and change.
Ooh, okay.
Of gameplay.
Well, I mean, if you look at what Telltale's doing, that's they probably got that price point from what Telltale does in terms of episodic content. So
Yeah.
Well, if an hour is just walking around and smacking stuff with a stick, I mean, that's like
No. This is why I will say it was the shining light, not because of the price. I wanted to get the negatives out of the way. The atmosphere, the tone of the game, the art style, all on point within a very thriller like game. Like, you saw me chop that like cardboard cutout.
Yeah.
You turn around and he's back again. It has horror, jump scary elements to it, done very well. Like, there are points, like I'm a big coward when it comes to jump scares. I love being jump scared and I don't mind it. I think it's definitely like a cheap thing, but in this game it didn't feel super cheap. You know how it can be like you shut the bathroom mirror and there's a guy behind you. It doesn't have that. It has good thought out jump scares and creepiness because it's like in the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse kind of a vein.
okay.
There were points where I like shit would happen and I was just like, motherfucker, like jumping out of my seat because I wasn't expecting it.
Huh. So what is the game like? Why were you going around and like targeting beams to cut with the axe and what do you do?
The premise
that spoils it. Don't worry about it. But.
No. The premise of the game is that you are going back to the art studio that you started. I think you started with another dude. And fuck, I can't remember exactly why you go back, but you are one of the creators or one of the members that, or not members, but one of the people who made this bendy cartoon empire. And you go back to the studio, and this has happened.
Oh, okay.
And you get locked in, and you have to find your way out.
Okay.
Sounds interesting.
Is it supposed to be like a take on old school Disney stuff?
Yeah, like Steamboat Willie, like that kind of shit. Definitely homage to that.
So horror Mickey.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it's
Very
really
cool.
stylized. Stylized stuff like this will either you'll fall in love with it or it'll turn you off completely. I love stylized stuff like this. Like they take a chance with a color scheme and a blocky art style, like cardboard cutout art style. Like, look at it. Looks like someone created that in an art class. Like that switch.
Yeah.
Like out of cardboard.
The art looks really
Like,
cool.
Love it or you hate it. I love that. I love that kind of chance taking style. And it creates a cool, like, you're in the animation atmosphere.
Okay. We're getting into spoiler territory for puzzles and stuff, so let's jump to the next game. It's a mystery box on Twitch. It is this one. What is this? It looks like a Half-Life mod.
This game, I think this is the Falling Knights.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the Falling Knights.
Oh my god. What the fuck? You're dead.
Wait, what? Can you rewind that again?
Hold on. Let's rewind it back.
Can you do that again?
Let's rewind it back. We're going to go 30 seconds in the past. I think I did that right. Did I fuck? Maybe I fucked that up completely. Zeke, what killed you right there? I fucked that up.
Not
completely.
sure. A ghost, I'm guessing.
Okay. Oh no, it's coming up here, I guess.
Yeah, this is one of those indie games where you're like, that thing. And then I look around the corner. Yeah, it scared me. That's why I'm laughing, because I was like, fuck! This game had some decent jump scares. It's got some good ideas, but the execution is pretty poor. It's you can tell it's like a ghost. This game didn't have a real big budget. And I paid way too much for it.
How much is it?
$20.
Holy shit, okay.
Yeah, way too much for it. Like, this game would be worth it if it was $4.
Zeke, what are you doing? If you paid double that, you could play Friday the 13th, you know? What are you doing?
but listen, it's kind of my gig. It's kind of my shtick.
I'm fucking with you.
I'll overpay for a game that I play for an hour as long as I can have some fun with it.
That was me shitting on Friday 13th, not shitting on you.
This game didn't piss me off. It was just like, I understand that you put a lot of resources into this game and you got to try and make your money back, you know?
Sure.
Because, I mean, it looks like they really tried hard, but it just didn't come out. Like, there are some cool, like enemies in there with cool, Doctor Who, the Weeping Angels.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
You them, or if you turn around, they come, like, zipping up on you, so you have to keep, like, turning around and looking at them, so, like, red light, green light kind of a thing. Like, this is one of those sections where you find those enemies, because they immediately, like creepily, like...
There's not enough Weeping Angel clones in video games today. There need to be more.
Yeah.
That's a serious statement. That's not me being sarcastic.
No, I agree. Like, this, look at the design of this. Like, you keep looking at it, it's kind of this weird humanoid...
God.
And that's how they move. And I was like, that's a cool idea. Very creepy. You have to keep looking at them or they come get you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But all in all, this game is very, very, like, indie college, like, final project game.
It looks like a Half-Life 2 mod to me.
A lot of buggy shit, yeah.
Yeah. All right, next game. It's a mystery box. I have no idea what we're about to see. It is this game. Let's go to more action-oriented sequence. This game. Maintenance Wrench.
That game.
Do you remember the name of it?
Hold on. Is that?
I don't know. It's
go to the dot. It'll tell you.
No. It's a mystery game. It doesn't. You can't.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, this was Empathy Path of Whispers.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Empathy Path of Whispers. I think. Yeah. Yes, you explore the world. No. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Empathy Path of Whispers. Very, very cool setting. They spent a lot on, I'm guessing, music, graphic assets, that kind of stuff. Boring.
Yeah.
Man, it's slow. The pace is super slow. It's like everything is in place for this game to be super good, but it's so slow and quite boring.
What was that? There's like a sci-fi thing that you pulled up.
That's the thing. Like, there's these things that are out of time and place, and you have this tool that that's basically the game is you search for these things that are out of time and place, and you use your, like, EKG meter or whatever the fuck it is, and you turn dials like it's like a waveform, and you try and match the waveform to make it solid and put it into this time and place. And then once it is, there it is right there. You'll see me do it. And then it'll give you story elements.
The look on your face is one of, I'm bored, I want to move on. Got to give it its fair shake. Yep. That's the look I see on your face right now.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And then you get, like, once you do it, you get a little story element, voice. Like, we gave Pavel and Salma some basic med kits and this blah, 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 blah. And it did not grab me. It's so slow. Like, the pacing is really slow. Everything else is like, it's like set up to be so good. Like, you walk into a house, it has nice furniture and nice, wallpaper and stuff, but you realize, like, the furniture is made out of hay. It looks good, but it's just crap underneath.
So was the story aspect interesting at all? Like, the stuff you were uncovering, just nothing?
Oh, it didn't grab me at all.
Windows Firewall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Next
game is the game was $20 too, and I know where the money went. The money went to the music and the art design and all that stuff.
Okay. Another mystery game. Looks like an action game. It's an FPS of sorts. Whoa, that looks pretty. What is this?
Oh, I watched Zeke play this.
Oh my god! This game so pissed me off. This is one of those games where okay, hold on. Let me just read you the review I left. I don't usually review games unless something in particular strikes me.
Why don't we just read the review, then we'll skip? Okay, let's read the review, then we'll move on to the next game. Let's just do that. Because apparently you didn't like this. I'll find some action.
Yeah.
Okay.
My review of this game. Do not buy this game. It is a trash fire.
Okay, what's the name of it?
Wait, that was the review? That was the whole thing?
That's the review I gave. Yes. Do not buy this game. It is a trash fire. 2 sentences.
What's the
It's called Sole Purpose. And I looked at it. I looked at this game and I saw the graphics. I was like, watch the Steam video. It's like, oh fuck, the graphics are amazing. It looks really cool. It looks like a shooter, like a sci-fi cyber shooter. And then you get into it. Nothing fucking works. The tutorial is 45 fucking minutes. And once you get out of the tutorial, you can only walk. There's no running. You have to fuck. And it's the first thing is you have to walk for like 10 fucking minutes to meet this guy. And then you get to this section where it's like, it's an ambush. It's a trap. And I spent, I think, probably a half an hour. And all you have to do is survive. They give you 5 guns. 4 of them do nothing. The 5th gun actually does something, but they give you 5 rounds of ammunition with it, and then it's gone.
I haven't seen you shoot a gun yet, and it's a fucking FPS, and we watched it for like...
It's fucking terrible. I can't say enough bad things about this. Can we move on?
I want to see... I want to see at least... Okay, here's some gunshots.
Yeah, this is... You have to survive for 66 seconds, and this is me running around, avoiding things in an FPS.
Okay, next game.
I saw that one time when you were like, it was near the beginning of this section, and you're like, all right, I'm going to kill this guy. I got him. And you were sitting there firing straight at him, and he was just walking forward, and then walking back, and then walking forward, and then walking back.
I just... And he's like...
Oh, my God. All right, the next game, mystery game, you played for 10 minutes. I don't think it booted or something. What is this?
Oh, no, it booted.
Are you a dog riding a piece of cheese in space?
Yeah. No, the name of the game is Space Cats with Lasers, The Outer Space.
Why did you... Okay.
I got it for free.
Okay, that's a space
One of those games that I got in. I got a code. I got a Steam code, in an email. And I said, Space Cats with Lasers. All right, this should be Mimi fun. It's just a shooter. Just you replace like the asteroid ship with a cat on a piece of cheese, and that's it.
Next game, mystery game. You played it for quite some time. It is. What is this? Oh,
this game was actually fun. This is called Regalia of Men and Monarchs.
Okay, looks like a Final Fantasy Tactics a little bit.
I was immediately turned off by this game because it had like anime features, and I was like, oh, anime, it's gonna be bad. It's a tactical turn-based game. And they do a lot of things really right with this game. One thing they do really right with it, you can skip all the dialogue, and if you do so, at the end, it gives you a paragraph synopsis of what you missed. Hey, so I pressed the space bar. I said, let's test this out. Space bar. It said, well, as a synopsis, the ghost told you this, and you have to do this, and then this will happen. You don't have to go through the dialogue if you don't want to. You can skip it, and it gives you a synopsis of the story, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, it sounds great.
It's voice acted. Cool. It's really voice acted, like all the way through.
Really?
And it's not bad.
Is this a Kickstarter game? How the fuck do they afford that?
I have no idea.
A lot of times they do their own voices and stuff, and that'll save a lot of money.
Yeah.
Were the voices good, Zeke? Was it like really high quality voice acting?
They were decent. They were a little anime, but they were decent.
Cool.
A little anime. What can you do? A little anime, like a slight anime voice for me, Zeke?
Like they were really peppy. Like the heroes, like there were tropes. They were like
overly energetic.
But what does it sound like?
Done, and the guy was like, I'm the fucking dour guy who is protecting the prince. And the prince was like, no, I'm a lovable fucking, like, really, positive goofball. And the guy was like, you can't be like that. And that kind of shit. Like, that's my job to protect you, so you better not step out of line. He's like, oh, whoop, fell into a bucket, man.
This was Kickstarted, by the way. It had a goal of 40,000 and it raised 90,000.
No, it's a decent game, and it's really. I mean, you can see it's really in depth. It's turn-based grid. So you find like I can shoot this many squares to this many squares, and you move up. The guys move, and then you shoot, and it's it's like tactics, like Final Fantasy Tactics kind of a thing.
Are you one character, or do you control like a bunch of characters?
No, I think it's like a Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay. You gain NPCs as you go along, and you strengthen your relationships with them by you look at their calendar. Like you look at a calendar, and it says this person is here on this day, and then this person is here on this day. This is their day off. They wander around in the forest. I'm not kidding. They have days off, and then this day is the best day that you can make friends with them. And sometimes that conflicts with other people, so you're like,
that's very
who
Persona.
do I want to make friends with on this day?
The best day to make friends with people?
Yeah, that's a Persona thing.
Dude,
that's where
I
they
need
pulled
that
from.
in real life.
Yeah, no, Persona's got it down, man. Some days you can go talk with people and only hang out with Jimmy, but other days you can hang out with Susan, and only you can study when it rains, and you'll study better. Like it's got all the secrets to life, really, in Persona. But that's another game completely.
I want to start a device I can carry around, and I can just point it at someone and be like, "Is this a good day to make friends with this person?" No. I will try again tomorrow.
About this is it has a variety of different styles of progression. Like there's certain quests that are choose your own adventure. So you go to like the next like stop in this area, and it's a choose your own adventure. So it's not a tactical thing. So it's like talk to this guy, choose this, choose this, choose this, and he's like, all right, you may pass. And then the next thing over is one of these grid battle things. And then the next thing over is the camp where you rest up, regain your HP. You can talk to your friends in the camp. And then the next thing is another grid battle. And that kind of thing. Like it's actually like for someone who is not a huge anime nerd, I really liked it. It was really intuitive in that I didn't have to listen to the dialogue if I didn't want to. And there's a lot of times where I was like, skip it. Give me the Cliff's Notes.
The ironic thing about the reason that people don't do those dialogue skips in like AAA gaming is that it costs so much to fucking get the voice actors to do it, and it also makes the game length that much longer. So if you just skip all the dialogue, then you're cutting like an hour off your game when it comes to like a 9 or 10 hour game. Doesn't make sense, but it seems like there's enough gameplay here that they can afford to do that.
Yeah,
$25 on Steam, by the way.
Yeah, it's $25. I played it for 119 minutes, so just under 2 hours.
How'd you feel by the end of it?
It's not a game I personally would go back to, but I had a good experience with it. And if you look at it and it seems like something you would like, it is definitely something you would like.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. There's no surprises like, oh, it's gonna take forever, it's boring or something like that. Skippable cutscenes is fucking amazing, and the combat is, if you like turn-based grid combat, it's got a lot of that with upgrades. You can upgrade your weapons, you can upgrade your skills and abilities. Everybody is you have a role. Like the prince is more of a support role, so he'll buff the knight, and the knight will do most of the tanking. There's like a wild animal chick lady who's got like claws, and like she looks like Tifa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She does that like all over, like real fast DPS stuff.
Are there different classes in the game? Did you already say that? Like
sort of, like they're different player characters. They do different things. So yes, you can assign classes like tank, support, DPS, but they don't have. I don't think they have actual classes.
Cool. That game looks all right. $25, not bad. Any idea how long the actual full game is? Did you get a sense of that at all?
No idea. Okay. I have no idea. I bet it's pretty long.
Yeah. All right, well, that does that for that Indie Sunday. Now we're going to, quote, good Indie Sunday. Close out the show. Let's see what we start with. Oh, there's only 4 or 5 games here. What? Mid-Boss.
Mid-Boss. Oh. This was a great game.
What is Mid-Boss?
Mid-Boss is a game where you are the bad guy in a video game. And you have to, like, pump up your skills so you can become a boss.
Oh,
I think that's the basic gist of the story. It doesn't really come into play if you're just like playing for a few hours, but what you do is you're this imp, and you fight these other lower creatures within the level, and you can possess them. Meaning, you hit the possess, you defeat them, you have the option to become the rat. And then if you fight as the rat, the more you fight as the rat, the more rat abilities you unlock. So the rat has, if you defeat like 6 enemies with the rat, you get the ability to poison. If you beat like 20 enemies as the rat, you get the ability to sneak better. It's a passive ability kind of a thing. And there's more, like the more enemies you possess, you'll find ones that you really like. Like the one I played for the longest was the vampire bat, because he has this like basically a drain ability that's really super powerful. So you take 50 hit points from them and you heal yourself for 50 kind of a thing. And the longer you play as them, the more abilities you unlock, and then eventually you master them, and you can transform back into the imp and select the powers that you've learned from the other monsters and use them as your main imp character, which is like, I got you. Yeah. So you morph, battle as that creature, gain abilities as that creature, and then you can turn back into the imp and then use that creature's abilities as the imp.
Someone in chat saying
and you gain. It has a very Diablo looting kind of a thing.
Oh.
There's common, rare, epic, legendary shit that falls, that drops. You equip these things. They work in synergy with certain abilities. Like the vampire bat's ability is a magic ability. So if you equip a magic wand as the bat, it enhances your magic attacks. Whereas if you equip a sword, it won't do it. It won't give you the bonuses because it's a melee weapon. Like if you become a zombie, zombies are melee, so the melee weapons will enhance your melee attacks, so on and so forth. And you get armor, all that kind of stuff. It has like a very cool equipment system and loot system.
You played this for quite some time. Did you get anywhere near the end?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, you got.
It's a roguelike. It's a roguelike as well.
Roguelike or roguelite?
I don't know the difference, but you start over again. Like you play
start
through
over,
once.
Is there like something that continually gets more and more powerful? Like, do you have points to distribute, or do you have a currency to spend after you die to make yourself better for the next round? Or when you unlock stuff, does it stay unlocked?
I'm really not sure, because I think I played it once, died immediately, and then played it again for like an hour and a half because I got a really OP ability off the bat. Like at the beginning, like just randomly, I got that vampire ability like right off the bat. So I played as that bat for like a whole really long time. So I didn't get to check the actual thing. But yeah, it has a card-like system. It's a full roguelike. It has a card system. Death cards, you carry over an item from the previous run. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like just an item.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It says
cool.
tile-based and everything is what the Phenom says.
Yeah, this looks like an old school type of game that people would enjoy if you're into that.
It's a really fun game.
Okay.
I had a lot of fun playing it. I played it for 3 hours, which I usually do Indie Sunday games for an hour and a half to 2. So
okay.
It was good, and it's $15.
Cool.
Think it's worth it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Next game, mystery game, and it is. Oh God, what is this?
This one is shit. Hold on. Oh, the Fidelio Incident.
The who one?
It's called the Fidelio Incident, and it's a story-based exploration game. So you are in a plane crash. You have to find the person you were in the plane crash with, your beloved.
Okay.
And you have to explore, and then you find out, oh, this game is actually not necessarily all about a plane crash. It's about other stuff too. You find out why you were on the plane in the first place, and a lot of backstory by picking up different like notes. Like you'll find like flaming wreckage, and by the flaming wreckage, coincidentally, is a note from your beloved's diary. Okay. And then you read that note, and then it gives you some backstory that is completely unrelated to what the game you're playing now, you think.
All right. Good, bad. Quick review.
It's good. The mechanic of the game is good. The idea of the game is good. I just wasn't really into the actual story of it because the story takes place in like dealing with actual like factual stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can you
I'll just say,
can you go into that anymore without spoilers?
There is some mentions, multiple mentions of the IRA, like Irish conflict.
Republic.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Real stuff. Real stuff. It's not. It's a good story. It's not like a super great story.
Okay. All right. Next game, another mystery. All the mystery games today. Ooh, this one looks fucking super colorful. What the fuck is this? And we're in a menu system. God damn it. What is this game? Whoa.
This game is called Plague Road.
What the fuck? Okay, this is
like
Plague Road. It's another one of those stylish. It takes a lot of notes from Darkest Dungeon for sure. As far as style goes, the combat is also turn-based. It's a roguelite.
This looks like a mobile game.
But you gather, like, you try and get survivors. Like, you wander around. These guys like run into you. You battle them, and then you can run into these huddled like peasants in cloaks, and you just walk up to them and you press Y and it saves them, and they go back to the main hub area, farm area. And then if you die, you go back there and you start over again. But the survivors that you have saved stay there, and eventually you reveal what their class is, like reveal this survivor or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. And then it says this survivor is a soldier or an engineer or a witch or a whatever.
Is this supposed to be a mobile game ported to the PC?
It could be, probably, but I don't know.
Okay.
It's decent.
Yeah.
I played it for 98 minutes. It's like an hour and a half. It's a decent game. Not a whole lot of substance. Definitely not worth $20.
Okay. Oh, you're going to write a review. Wait, what are you doing? I don't know what's happening. For some reason, he went back to the other game.
No, I think someone in that chat asked me how much it was, and I was just showing them.
Okay, gotcha.
Possibly.
Okay. On to the next one. You good? We good?
Yeah, I'm good with that one.
This game looked really crazy in the thumbnails that I saw in the video, but outside of that, it looks like a mobile game.
Yeah.
Mystery game. What the fuck is this?
I'm gonna finish this today.
Yeah.
After Drop Frames, I'm finishing this, called Emily is Away 2. So there's an Emily is Away that I didn't play.
Yeah.
Emily is Away 2, and this is it. You are in 2006, and you are chatting on AOL Messenger with girls from your high school. You're a high school student, and there's high school girls, and you're chatting. And I don't know what the point of the game is. I'm guessing the point of the game is to get them to fall in love with you or date you or whatever. But the utter nostalgia
of
why is
hold on. Why is your name Awkward Man?
It was a random name. You can like go through random screen names. And I was like,
Perfect.
Man, I like.
Great.
But yeah, you can go through random screen names, and that's the one I was like, oh, that's funny. I'll take that. But yeah, it's friend zone simulator is very, very like, it's a good description because you try and like get these girls to like you. You get like look at this. Okay, Jeff wants to hang out with his friends this weekend, but I really don't want to. And then you say, stupid Jeff and his stupid friends, because you're trying to get her to dump Jeff and go with you. And it's just a chat back and forth, and the sounds and the screen, and you see above it says YouTube with the OOB.
Yeah.
They'll IM you links to, like, I love this song. Have you heard it? Link, and it's emilyisaway2.com/YouTube, but it takes you to like a fake ass old YouTube channel.
Huh.
And it plays actual music, actual YouTube videos from actual bands, like oh fuck. What are some of the music they play, guys?
Hoobastank?
Like it's old. It's music from 2006.
Like Hoobastank and shit. Is that what you're trying to say?
What's the name of it? I'm trying to think of one band that Sigur Rós was on there.
I've never heard of them. They were too indie.
Senses Fail.
Senses Fail. I've heard. I actually saw Senses Fail in concert. This game is
saying,
literally my life, Zeke.
It's too real, man. It got too fucking real. There was 2 times where I got responses from the, and I was like, this was my life. This is my high school. Fuck this game. Like it was way too on the nose. Like it was on the nose. And that's why I'm going to continue to play it, because it goes, I think there's 4 seasons. I'm not positive, but it went through summer, and I got through summer and autumn, and now I'm on to winter and spring, I think.
Do they do the thing where you type to someone and they just don't respond for a while? Is that a thing, Zeke?
What's that?
Is there a thing in game where you type to one of the people that you're supposed to be, one of the girls or whatever, and they just don't respond for a while? Is that a thing? Because if so, this is not
really.
This is not true to life. This is not a true to life game.
Or
check out. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there one of those times where you see someone typing for like 5 minutes and then it stops for like 2? And
Yes.
then it comes back and it's like up there typing for like 10 minutes and then it goes away.
It's the worst. That's the worst.
I hate that shit.
You have banners, and like you see like my icon is the He-Man with the rainbow behind him and shit like that. Like the next season I picked a different icon, and it was the Oblivion icon, like all in pixels and shit like that. And they have like the AOL like away message, like Emmer's Z35 is away, and it'll have like a quote that she has for every time she's away.
Dude, you know what would be the most embarrassing thing for everyone that's our age? Is if they went back in time and found every away message that people used on Instant Messenger and then told them what it was today. If that information was somewhere out there on the internet and got pasted, I guarantee you everyone that's around age 30 in the world right now would die from cringing so hard.
Dude.
Oh man, this game seems kind of cool. I'm kind of into that.
No, and there are like, look, you're looking at me getting pissed off because I'm like, oh, I can feel it. I'm getting friend zoned.
Yeah.
I'm getting friend zoned. God damn it! And then you start typing, like you start like selecting the saltiest answers, like, yeah, bye. Okay, whatever. Yep, got it. Thanks. Yep.
The worst you can do is passive aggressive.
Oh, dude, it's so awful. See,
Oh,
look,
man.
no, stay with me.
Oh my
Less-
God.
And so look at these responses. Okay, fine, you loser. Some 5-hour energy.
You
Like-
loser.
Yeah, those are things like you can poke them, like
Dude,
or not poke them,
this-
but you can like sarcastically say shit, and sometimes they'll laugh, or sometimes they'll See, that's why I said you loser. So at least he'll be a comfy loser. She's trying to go to bed, and I don't want her to stop chatting.
Man, this is oh my God, that away. This is the realest game of all time. This is fucking
So
crazy.
wait, and magic trick makes the world disappear. That's her away message.
I can't even read that without hurting myself. Holy
Okay,
shit.
look at this. This is a profile. A quote from Snow Patrol. A quote from this is hers. A quote from Arctic Monkeys. And life's pretty fast. Don't miss it. Are you listening to music?
No, I'm just nodding my head to this is all way
Music.
too real.
I leave the playlist playing, and it's all that shit. It's all like Snow Patrol and Sigur Rós and shit like that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing how like perfectly awful it is.
Well, I'm glad to know that this was a shared experience by other people in the world. That's always
What's that?
good.
Oh, is that the clip, the friend zone?
Oh, you get friend zoned by him.
Yeah.
So how do you meet other people, or wait, what is this? Is this a log?
It's a survey. It's a Face Nook. They call it Face Nook. It's a Face Nook survey. Remember back in the day when everybody would take surveys and see like, what friend are you?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
What Seinfeld character are you? It's kind of like that. Like, what was the last person you talked to? Did you kiss that person? Like that kind of shit. And that's on their Face Nook page.
Friend me when you get a chance, yo.
Yep,
Oh
facenook.com/punk forever.
What a fucking like weird video games are weird as shit, man. You're playing a game where you're typing an aim to people like you used to do 15 years ago, and that's a video game now. That is mind blowing.
Yeah. Well, did I walk away at the end of that clip? Is that one of those ones that
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I got up.
Was it just too much?
I got full on friend zoned.
Oh God.
In a way, I got friend zoned in a way that had happened to me countless times in high school.
Oh, totally.
Countless times.
Without a doubt.
She says horror movies are your favorite. We're both pretty mature, I think, but we want different things in life. So I don't know. Maybe you're a really good friend, and I don't want to lose that. And I was like, motherfucker!
Oh man. How much is this game, Zeke? What does this cost?
I think it's pretty cheap, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I got it right here. It is $5. Totally worth
shit,
it.
that's okay.
Totally worth it.
Now, this is the other thing. I see chat log up here in the top left. Can you read your chat logs with other people?
She sent me a chat log. She was like, "This is me and Jeff. This is why he's mad at me," and she IM'd me the chat log.
What?
You see that background that's behind that? That's my actual desktop background because she sent it to me and I made it my desktop background.
Wow.
Yeah. All three of those things you see on the screen, those are things from the game that download on my actual PC.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, dude.
This is
We're gonna get some dinner and then we'll finish it.
That's a hell of a game right there. $5 on Steam. Steam, right? That's the platform.
Away to TOO.
Okay. Wow.
That's intense, man.
I'm like stressed out after hearing and reading about this game. Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Does it have like an end? Is there an ending to this? Okay.
You're friends with every girl in school.
Good Lord. That made
it.
the hair stand up on the back of my neck, man. Jesus. Okay. Quick news. Not too much. Kerbal Space Program was acquired by Take-Two Interactive. That's kind of funny. Not the biggest thing in the world. I just thought that was interesting. Cool. What was that?
That's cool. That's a really serious game.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
I don't think there's really too much. Basically, all the crazy fucking shit will start hitting probably Friday and then continue till next week, right up until E3, which is kind of crazy. The next show will be the final show before E3. That blows my mind. PlayStation 3 production ended in Japan. That was kind of an interesting thing. Witcher 3 sold better in Q1 of 2017 than the same period last year. I wonder why. Like,
Was it the Game of the Year edition?
Maybe people are waiting for all the DLC to come out.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, when they dropped the price, the Game of the Year, like $25 for Witcher 3 and all the expansions, I think that was kind of like, that's a lot of really good gaming for $25. You could spend $5 more and get Witcher 3 and Game of the Year, or that horror game we saw earlier for $20.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I was watching Ammunition's starting another Witcher playthrough, and every time I tune in, I'm constantly reminded that Witcher 3 is a pretty good game. Turns out it's a pretty good game. Is there anything else? Zeke, you'll find this interesting. I guess Ko, you played Grim Dawn as well. That game has sold more than 1 million copies worldwide.
Really?
Yeah.
Grim Dawn?
Yeah.
That's the ARPG, nice. Right?
Yeah, that's from the creators of Titan Quest.
Cool. Very cool.
And then I think Nier Automata shipped and digital sales included topped 1.5 million, which is pretty cool. It's a lot more than I was.
We heard an announcement about Nier sales a while ago.
Sales?
I could Oh, so this is different.
I thought you meant like a sell, like a cheaper game. You're talking,
No. I meant like I remember
talking
a
about
while
all-time.
back we mentioned something about that we were like, hey, Nier Automata did this well, and everyone was like, cool. Was that 1 million? And then they did another announcement for 1.5.
That's probably what happened. Yeah.
Okay.
Titanfall 2's getting a new mech or something like that. Did you guys hear about this? It seems
Did some DLC. Yeah.
I wonder how that game did. Did they release numbers for that?
Not that I remember seeing. I remember the single player though was like critically acclaimed. Like pretty much most reviewers that played the single player liked it. So I hope that at least did something. But,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I think we all enjoyed that for sure. And that's about it. There's not too much going on right now. A bunch of rumors for all E3 stuff, but we're going to be talking about that next week in our pre-E3 show. We'll be joined by Jericho. What was the deal? You were talking to me yesterday when I was on Court of Swords about Bethesda's change in... So what is that? Because you explained it, and I was like, so it's happening at midnight? Is that what you're trying to say?
So it looks like Bethesda has moved its conference so that it starts at 12 a.m. EST.
So that's midnight.
Midnight
Eastern.
If we're looking at it right, 9 PDT or 9 PST and PDT and EDT, right?
Yeah, Pacific.
So
and
it's
Eastern.
9 o'clock West Coast, 12 o'clock East Coast from the looks of it. And that like
Jesus. Are they trying to get the European audience to tune in with that time?
I have no idea. They may be trying to just put their show like where no one else can be. So because I remember last year they was kind of like surrounded by a couple companies and it wasn't as big as the year before that. So maybe they're trying like a positioning thing.
Okay.
But yeah, like
So
I don't even know what I'm gonna do about that, dude. It's supposed to be like 2 hours, isn't it? Right? Like I don't want to stay up till 2 a.m. watching E3 shows. Like that's
it is Bethesda though.
Yeah, it is Bethesda. That's true. That's true.
And the next one's not until 3:30 on the 12th. Okay. It's weird that the show... Wait, is that Monday? Hold on. What day is the 11th? I guess nothing's happening on Tuesday. That's right. Everyone moved off of Tuesday now. Okay.
Wait, what? Sony and Ubisoft?
Ubisoft and Sony are on Monday now.
The 11th?
Maybe I'm saying that wrong. No, the 12th. The 11th is Sunday with Bethesda, Microsoft, and then EA.
So Bethesda is going at 12 a.m. on Monday.
Yes.
Okay. Ugh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird.
That's weird. So those are the times. We'll be covering all that stuff. I got to figure out who's going to be on what show. Probably schedule that out sometime this week and reach out to all those folks. But it should be a fun time. We'll be able to rebroadcast. Twitch finally announced that they're glad that Twitch, they didn't do it the week of this year. They finally announced that you can restream that stuff like a week before. So good job to Twitch. But we'll be covering all that next week. So look for that. I think it's time for shoutouts. I think we're good. We managed to go 10 minutes over, like I said we would at the beginning of the show. So turns out we can just talk about nothing sometimes. Zeke, do some shoutouts.
Yo, Ezekiel the Third here. I will be broadcasting probably in about, the top of the next hour. I'm going to get some dinner, and then we're going to finish up Emily is Away 2 or 2006 Real Life Simulator. Broadcast at noon Pacific, usually every day. Next week are we?
Yeah, next week, Wednesday, we got the pre-E3 show. That's the one you'll be on. It's the only one, cool. Zeke. So we'll get to talk about it.
Yep, because then after that, I'm going to actual E3, and I will be doing live coverage on Twitch, which I just released a little teaser video of the hosts and that kind of stuff. So I will be at the E3 conference itself. But Emily's Away 2 after this, and then tomorrow. I think I'm going to start Rime, R-I-M-E, tomorrow. So
nice.
Thank you to our guest today, and thank you to the host, Co and JP.
Oh, by the way, Jesse tweeted out he's good and everything. He just had a really rough day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll reach out after the show. Co, do some shout outs.
Can do. My name is Co. Hello, thank you for watching today. As always, another fun solo show with Zeke and JP, no guest. And as always, it was a good time. My name is Co. You can find me playing these days Battleground in the mornings, and then generally something different in the afternoons. Right now, we're playing EverSpace and EverQuest. And yeah, if you want to check those games out and anything else, you know where to find me every single day at 8 a.m. EDT. And as always, thank you guys for being here.
Sounds good. I'll just be playing more Final Fantasy for the rest of the week. It's great. That's all I'm playing. There's nothing else. We got the one shot on Saturday. Sunday, Blades with Zeke. I think we're going to try to finish up Star Wars. Star Trek Sunday after Blades, I think was the plan. So we'll be doing the final missions on that stuff. Probably late Sunday afternoon. And then next week, we start E3 stuff on Wednesday. So that's that. That'll do it for Drop Frames this week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Have fun. Don't go play that AIM game unless you're Zeke, because it's rough. It's rough out there. We're out. Bye.